North Korea is continuing to produce fissile material for nuclear bombs in spite of its pledge to denuclearize, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said on Wednesday. Asked at a Senate committee hearing whether this was the case, Pompeo responded to Democratic Senator Ed Murkey by saying, yes, that's correct. Yes, they continue to produce fissile material. Pompeo declined to respond when asked whether North Korea was continuing to pursue submarine-launched ballistic missiles or whether North Korea's nuclear program was advancing generally. Pompeo said he would be happy to answer the latter question, if necessary, in a classified setting, but suggested public statements on the issue would...
No, Winston Churchill once said attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference.
Winston Churchill also drank a lot. I suspect the two are linked.
The point is that, yes, things are kind of horrible right now, but if we keep our heads up, we might be able to...
Oh, wait a minute. Where'd you see that?
See what?
That quote doesn't sound like Churchill.
It was on a poster. How do you know what Churchill sounds like?
I used to have all his early albums. He was a big influence on Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. Here we go.
What?
From quoteinvestigator.com. This expression is not listed in Churchill by himself, a comprehensive collection of Churchill quotations, and QI has not located any substantive evidence linking the statement to him. Writers have been deploying sentences that emphasize the contrast between a little thing and a big difference for more than 100 years.
So?
So he didn't say it.
Well, that's what the poster said.
Well, then that poster's lying low pitch now, isn't it?
Okay, maybe Churchill didn't say it. Doesn't make it not true.
Just not true that Churchill said it.
The point is it has a grain of truth.
No, the point is that some dummy came up with a half-ass inspirational quote, realized it sounded thin, and slapped Churchill's name on it to just give it some gravitas, making the man who pulled England through World War II sound like a Hallmark card.
Okay, so maybe Churchill didn't say it.
Again, no maybe, he didn't. End of line.
The point is that whoever did say it, it's true.
Is it? You're on your knees and a man has a gun pointed at your head. Whether you have a positive or negative mental attitude about it doesn't change the fact that you're going to get shot in the head.
What are we to do? Wallow in despair?
No, but we can't wallow in hope either. We have to accept the fact that's what we do that's going to walk us through this, not how we feel. Inspiration is a sucker's game. We have to keep our heads up, no matter how we feel.
The world is at risk of entering hothouse conditions where global average temperatures will be 4 to 5 degrees Celsius higher, even if emission reduction targets under a global climate deal are met, scientists said in a study published on Monday. Scientists from the Stockholm Resilience Center, the University of Copenhagen, Australian National University, and the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research said it is likely that if a critical threshold is crossed, several tipping points will lead to abrupt change. Such processes include permafrost thaw, the loss of methane hydrates from the ocean floor, weaker land and ocean carbon sinks, the loss of Arctic summer sea ice, and the reduction of Antarctic sea ice and polar ice sheets. These tipping elements can potentially act like a row of dominoes.